In this video, let's look at why everybody should be learning to sell. It's really important, especially the upcoming days. You know, a lot of people are going to lose jobs, no matter how good you are, whether you're a coder. I don't even want to go about the details first because I heard this in this video. A lot of coders are going to be taken off, even like places like Amazon or like big companies. They're not going to lead much with the AI. Or only way for you to survive and be in a company is by becoming a linchpin. A linchpin, not just good at coding. You gotta learn to sell yourself. Anything in life, you need that. I try to tell to my teams, and today morning I was training some of our Indian teams, and I'm saying, like, you gotta be good to sell. When you have an interaction with a client, a first time call, or even if you get to talk, there is always an opportunity. You can upsell the service that we are providing, but value added services. You can always talk around it. Likewise, learning to sell is a learnable skill. I learned it myself, read the books, and you practice it. And you gotta learn to skill. This is the only way for the future upcoming years for anybody to keep whatever the job you are doing. Whether you're doing it in a company, whether you are a freelancer, whether you are a business owner, whether you are a one-man solopreneur offering direct services to your clients, for you to excel and win the competition, have your share of the market, is very important that you learn to sell. You got to be good at selling. You get good at selling by selling. You got to practice it on every opportunity. When you have an opportunity, you got to upsell. You got to sell. Some people actually say, like, selling is not my thing. One of my staff is actually telling me before yesterday when I was trying to teach him to sell via cold emails. I was trying to tell him, he's like, that's not the really. I'm like, you got to get your communication right. You got to get this thing because you want to make some extra money. But just like, he's like, that's not my way of selling. This is nobody's way of selling. You know, you got to learn. I mean, I had people in our company just like who didn't want to make much money or anything. Like they wanted to make money, but they're like, that's not my thing. I just do like a job that I can just like get paid the salary, and I don't know how to sell. You don't go up in that way. Whatever the job you do, even if at ClickDo or Seekerhost, you can really excel and be better by learning to sell. Because every opportunity you get, if you know how to sell even to your contacts, the networks, it helps you to make more money for the company, which gets you to even paid. So this is the thing. It's a very vital skill everybody learning in the life to be able to sell, because the upcoming years, only the people who knows to sell, who has that skill set will survive in the market. Everybody else is going to be just like lucky if they're going to even have a job to make an earning. If not, just going to fall out, just going to get fired, because a lot of AI and the tools and things are going to come down. You got to be good at selling. This is important. And anybody, if I could learn to sell, to build a business, can learn to sell. It's a learnable skill. Read the books, what the people sell, go the dynamics, learn it, and then take more interactions with people, you know. Practice with your people. If you are in a company, if you have a manager, if you have the sales department, if a person you're dealing with is good at sales, learn from. Ask the thing. Ask and try to see, okay, you are providing a service, even if you're a web developer, ask and see, okay, if your sales guy is selling that, how can you actually learn to do that when you have a client interaction? If the sales guy just showed a website and bought you, and you're now dealing with the client and you get to talk to the client, but what if you actually learn to sell and upsell to an extra plugin on the contact us page and bring another $1,000 or whatever the amount? That helps you. Then you negotiate with the business manager, the business owner, your department head about a commission structure. Any sort of a thing. These are doable when you prove your game. This is what I'm saying I've done in companies. I work in the hotel industry, which you get to get the inquiries, you sell so much. I have monthly goals. I sell so much to a level the hotel would send me to stay in the various hotels. They're very happy about it. Every opportunity, I learn it. Okay, because that's the only way to make the money. You know, make the money, you need to sell. If you're not good at selling, you need to learn to sell. By learning to sell for a company, for a product owner, for a client, anything, everybody becomes happy because the moolah start rolling. Money start rolling, money start circulating when the sales dynamic starts happening. That's why salespeople get paid more than the product innovators and anybody in a business. But then again, look at the people who are actually even coders, who are developers, who are good salesmen, who are amazing talkers. Then they really crush it. Then they go to the billionaire status and the stuff and all, when they really know the dynamics. And then when it comes to this selling, different people selling dynamics are different. I'm a high energy person. I mean, that's how it is. I always have the high energy because I train and the stuff and all. But some people are very subtle. They know the human dynamics, connect in a different way. Your way of selling is different. You have to identify what are you comfortable in. Then You got to really work on that one to get good at selling. It can be a calm sales. Maybe you're writing and you're selling through emails. Maybe you're selling through videos. Maybe you're selling via Zoom calls. Maybe you're selling with in-person meetings. Whatever your mechanism, even over the phone. Some people are really good at just doing a phone call, hooking a person that they've never met in life and do a sale. So you got to understand what are your strengths and do a SWOT analysis, and then understand what areas you can work, what are your weaknesses, how you can work on a weakness to make you an advantage, and even if turn it to a strength over time by doing that. So selling is something that anybody in a company should be excel at if you want to become a linchpin, because linchpins, no matter what AI or anything is going to come, they're going to retain in a company. If you add value to the company, if you show your motivation, if you show that you're the kind of person that the company must keep no matter what condition, you're going to long term, my friends. So keep that in mind. This video, I want to give a little glimpse about that. Anybody should be learning sales, especially if you're working at ClickDo or SeekerHost or in a new startup, on a business, or you're just kind of not sure that your job is going to be there in 2025 and for the coming years. To sell. Because if you can sell, even if you don't have a skill set, you can learn to sell somebody else's product. But if you don't have a product and you don't want to sell somebody else's product, you can learn your skill set as a service to sell directly to a client or business, or build a product and even learn how to market and sell it. So this sales is where you will get to enjoy the money, live the freedom, ultimately create jobs, be a part of the lifestyle that you want, all those things. So just go and sell.